What's going on, guys? Dave here and welcome to QC Dads. On this channel we discuss some of the latest technology going on in the world. In today's video we're talking about the state of the Micro Four Thirds camera system, and spoiler alert, it doesn't look too good for Micro Four Thirds. Now Sony, they just recently announced the A7C at a price point of about $1,800. And also Panasonic, they announced the S5 not too long ago for about $2,000. And both of these come into that Micro Four Thirds camera price point, and they're both small or smaller than something like a GH5, which for the most part is like a Micro Four Thirds king. So the question I ask is, Micro Four Thirds dead? Now, to give the Micro Four Thirds camera system credit, you know, the one thing I really like is the lenses are not that expensive. So if you wanted to pick up like a 4-frame lens, let's say a G Master, like an 85, it's gonna run you about 1,800 bucks, and that's at a 1.4 aperture. In comparison, you can pick up a Leica 85mm for about 1,400 bucks, and that's coming in at a 1.2 aperture, which is sort of like you're getting more for less. Now, to pick up subjects better when it relates to autofocus, you know, the Sony does have that real-time autofocus tracking with the artificial intelligence. Now, I always think back to my GH4, and for the most part, I always kind of just use the manual focus because the autofocus just kind of sucked. I always felt that it had like this pulsing issue when I used my GH4 in autofocus. So I recently picked up a G9, and it's a lot better. So I have to give the G9 credit there, but I still do see that pulsing in the background when I'm recording my videos. Now for me, I record mostly all my videos in a controlled environment, which kind of made me think, guys, don't jump at every new camera that comes out. I recall when the R5 came out, you know, everyone jumped on that. It had 8K and everyone was like, wow, that's just amazing. And then Sony came out with the A7S III, and everyone pretty much canceled their pre-orders for the R5, minus the overheating issues. But you know, I think as a content creator, I'm always looking at ways to improve my production value. And I often wonder if it involves looking at my audio. You know, I wonder if audio adds more value than video itself. You know, we got all these different comparisons that we're looking at, and I feel like it puts us in a dilemma. And that dilemma is Micro Four Thirds dead? Again, it's not looking too good for Micro Four Thirds.